Welcome back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. The wheel did not want to connect in the PS5 compatibility mode, but somehow I forced it to. So I did a few laps testing it out. It's okay for now. And on the start of the first stream, I lost out a bit on driver rating because I had to cancel the race. Just because the pedals were not calibrated and I was constantly braking, so we'll now try to basically land a position in the first 8 or P8 or better to try to again improve my driver rating. In the last stream a few days ago, I was not able to make it even to P10. But as time goes on, I'm figuring again out the brake points, turn points, everything. So I feel quite comfortable now with the track. Doesn't have to mean anything, but I just feel comfortable driving there. So let's see. I was also able to improve my lap time for about 1/10, and this seems got me a little better position in the starting grid. At least I'm not P12 as last time. And also I tried the 4C Alfa Romeo, but the car is not for me, I think. Maybe I didn't give it enough time, but on this try, after the wheel functioned well, it didn't work out for me. The car is some kind of oversteery a bit. No need to rush it. For now we see pretty clean driving, especially the two in front of us, Dave and Fusto, keeping it as a non-contact sport for now. They've left enough space, very kind of him. It's too wide on the outside. Oh, Buster going off the track, too bad. Leaving the race as well. Yeah, I was too wide on the last corner and I had then to brake too hard, causing an understeer, and Dave took the position. A lot of physics going on while racing. Not even thinking about it really. A chance to overtake. Yep. Always risky. Getting on the dirt, but it went well. A bit too late on the steering, and the gap to P7 is melting. Bit better exit in this corner than Dave. It seems he has his struggles on that S turn, while my struggles are in the last turn. So won't be pushing too hard. My goal is to be P8 or better, since we are in P7. Let's stick to it. Close. Sasha almost going off the track, but it looks a bit to me that Dave and I are closing in on the leading pack. At least in the slower corners it's getting a bit tighter than in the straights. But let's say for now, we are managing the pace, everybody doing very good. A bit tricky leaving, don't know what happened. looks like. Oh, we have contact. Both cars on the track. Hi Mustang. Thanks mate for stopping by. I'm just trying to keep my P7, although I had a bit of contact in front of me. Maybe P6, P5 could be reasonable for this race, but I'm happy with P8 as well. Lunar Fighter a bit over braking the car. At least I feel I could do a bit more or be a bit quicker. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I had some trouble with my wheel. I was actually going to start the stream a bit earlier, but the wheel didn't want to connect to the PS5. It recognized it as a PS4, so everything was a bit off. But now somehow I managed to get it running, and yeah, doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you, mate? For how long have you been streaming? Like today? Because as I got into YouTube, I saw I have 6 streams going on and wanted to pop in each and every one, say hi, leave a like, and then I was working a bit on some memes. Clean race, nice. Dave did very well. V3, nice for him. Yeah, 2 hours doesn't seem that long, but or 2 hours do seem long, but once you replay, it's like 4 races. Do I remember right? You are in the USA, right? I'm watching on my stream. Do I have the time zone for you? Insert it. You'll be back later tonight for 4 hours, okay? I will be sleeping at that time. On my end, it's, yeah, just shy of midnight. Yeah, USA, I remember right. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Breaking some stuff with the mouse. That's good. Yeah, we'll be jumping in to try to get some tenths out of the fastest lap time. It's 5:43. Do I have the time zone? Let me see. Yeah, I got it. Where? Yeah, New York. You are in the time zone of New York. Maybe you are in New York. Who knows? The screen making what he wants. That's better. Let's start the start. Did I see right that you did some community races or lobby races when I was in your stream? Can't remember if you were the host or were you joining other lobbies. My beloved last corner. Let's try to do it right. Pretty smooth this time. Ooh. Nice. Although the rest of the lap was quite bad, but it seems that at least for this time I mastered the last corner. At least now I can hope for a better starting position. Nice. Do you have any schedule? Like I'm most of the time driving in the evening, late nights, Central European time, but if it's like afternoon on your end of the world, I could see myself joining from time to time. And I have 10s ahead and lost everything. But there is some time to be found there for me. Yeah, mornings and nights will be hard to catch that. Eventually, if you do this, do the mornings on the weekend, I could hop in. But then I would need to know when you're doing the lobby to schedule the event. Like to let my wife know that I won't be available for that time. For some time. Let's see what the race does for the starting grid. Again, not the best. Anybody else whom we know? I don't think so. Nope. Yeah, 4C. Don't know if it's an idiot car, but not my car, at least. Yeah, okay, so every time I see you streaming means you're in the lobby. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you. I will need that luck. Just to get to P8. Good. No worry. Low ground moment. My countryman went off track, too bad. I wanted to try to help him later in the race, but maybe he catches up. We have a time penalty in front that could give us a position. Just like that, we made it to P7, so if it stays like this, mission accomplished. Or even like this, P6. Won't complain about it. Let's try to keep it that way. Let's give our Portuguese friend a little push. Okay. 3 cars in front of me, all Portuguese. It looked like a glitch, gotta say. Decent gap to P7. I exit in the 3rd gear. That was bad. Bad judgment. Yo, MDRLZ will be on your message in a second. Made it. Been riding this myself since Monday, very good for DR so far. Keep it up. Nice, man. I hate this track, but I learned to love it. And for me it was bad for DR. I lost out on about 2,000 points. But I'm catching up now as I'm figuring the track out. I think last time we had the track with the Group 3 cars, and there I settled in quite good, but with Group 4 I'm still working on it, let's call it like that. But P6, for now I'm happy with it, just to stay in the positive points. IRL, thank you for your lurking mode. Where it killed me today. Hope your work will be fine. and easier on you. MD, I kind of turned everything off from the the assists. Like gotta say I enjoy the development I'm having on my own, although from time to time it gets frustrating, but so I gotta concentrate a bit for now. Almost lost that place. Yeah, I had them on maybe for a month since I started, but then I thought to myself I want to do it without any ideal racing line, braking zones, apex markers, just to learn how to learn a track, if that makes sense. E4. Weekly challenges tonight, so I'll be back. Nice. I didn't drive the weeklies in a very long time. Gotta use the curb edges. I don't know if the G70 is a friend of the curbs. MD, please educate me. I don't know if you mean like really walking it or driving very slow. Because if it's walking, I'm not, I can't walk it. Ah, it's brake references. Yeah, I do that from time, or when I'm able, I do that. But here, I think the last corner is the one that makes me the most problems. Like I cannot replicate. I cannot replicate a good lap. So easy as that. Oh, all good, MD. We are here to learn. We'll be switching to the chat for a bit. Also, I give my best to not punch you in this when punch you. Gotta learn English. Still learning. When time comes, you're also BS. But in what region are you driving? I just registered a account for wifey sending a message. Just a second. I registered an account for Australia, but it's still EC or EB. So I have to develop it a bit. Oh, okay. Did we meet on track, or did you saw just the stream popping up? because I'm somehow always eager to make new friends on track, to find myself a wingman and one more, to use one of my clips I gathered, like to drive in this formation. Obviously not flying, but you get the point, to do some clean racing and yeah, just to have fun overall. So the guy in P5 is a streamer from the UK. Very good guy, and he's quicker by 0.004 of a second. I gotta try to get him. Will be enough time for 2 rounds. This felt a bit too slow. Yeah, won't be enough. No surprise. Are we P11? Again, not the best, not the best. But that's who we are, not the best. Anybody whom we know. Can't remember anybody. The 4C is dominating the track by a lot. Hi Mox, legend, my friend. I prepared something for you, or an honor to honor you. You maybe know this kid. MD, the Genesis, just because I'm used to it. Every time I drive to online races in Group 4, I use this car. Since I really started out as a rookie, I don't feel very comfortable switching from car to car. So, sorry, that's why I'm in the G7. And also, I was told it has the best top speed or acceleration, something like that. I'm glad I could make you laugh. That's what it's all about, I think. We'll see when I'm going to use the meme. I'm planning on every time some incident happens where I'm not the one causing the incident, so yeah. Like I could take P9, but there was no place, no space. And Mox, I have one more meme for you. For when I see you on track, you can choose if you want to be the one riding the bike or flying. Too much traffic. MD, I gotta agree, it has, but sometimes it really depends on what side of the accident you are. Like, I used to almost cry once on this track with the Group 3 cars. I just couldn't manage to keep it clean, to stay on the track, to deliver a decent pace, and then overnight just I was one sleep away from just having a click in my brain, and all of a sudden it went a lot better than I expected it to. Ooh, ooh, ooh. got hit today. With flying alpha coming from the right in the last turn. I got for a second, yeah. Those are the funny accidents, right? I was doing like 190. Yeah, only this is not really the car. But yeah, I think if I remember correctly in my last stream, I was also hit by a guy last corner, and he was coming from the right. I was flying to the left, and there is this one hole that you have to drive around or go through. But the race was basically done, and as I watched the replay, I noticed he was playing on the gamepad, and he himself did overtake one car to his right, and I assume he had the same point of view as I do, and I wasn't visible for him, so he tried to avoid the car he was passing, and then he landed in my side, so at least it was not intentional. But yeah, it ruins the experience. Two laps to gain 2 places. The pack is tight. I think it should be possible. P8 and 9 are fighting. Let's try to use them. Yeah. The guy again just putting himself in front of me. Mox, would you be the driver or the co-driver? Is it like that? I believe they are too. Yeah. But isn't it that if you have really like enough money, you can take part in the rally? Or does it need to be a FEA team, like a registered one, to invite you as the driver? Yeah. No space to overtake. I will have to send it, but not in that way. Good thing we stayed on the track. I don't know if I caused the incident. But the last turn will determine the outcome of this race. I hope this was clean. I don't know if you watched. Please give me your opinion. I hope this was clean. I've got to rewatch the replay for the turn number 4. No, turn number 3. Hope there was no wrongdoing to Alcaraz. MD, you got the job done? But tell me what's up. Were you racing or? Or did you race Rally Dakar? Like not in Gran Turismo? Will Alcaraz have to say anything? It got the job done, okay. Because I read the chat over here like 2 meters away and I read it, you got the job done, so I was getting confused, sorry. Okay, Alcaraz replying, still gonna check out the replay. I really don't like it if I do anybody wrong. Let's have a look. This was the last lap, I believe. Bumped him a bit. I started with the competitive racing. Gran Turismo was not new to me. Okay. There was some contact from the Polish guy. Yeah, but I would close this as a small, minor racing incident. Not a whole new game for me. I was playing Gran Turismo 1, Gran Turismo 2 back in the days, and then just skipped to Gran Turismo 7, played it on controller, and somewhere in the second half of August I got myself a wheel, cockpit, everything, and I decided to take on the journey to try to reach the driver rating A, but this is where I somewhat hit the ceiling for now. I don't know how many points I got. Yeah, 14,000. I think I need to reach 40. So that's still a long way to go. But yeah, I'm married, have one kid, the second on the way, and it's also a way to I don't want to say escape reality, but to have some time for myself and just to relax, but combine it with something can't again say meaningful, but something where you have to learn, where you have to adapt, and with some with a little luck make some new friends and overall have some fun. Did you also skip a few titles, or did you go Gran Turismo 1, 2, 3, 4 from 1 to 7? All of them. Yeah, just just that I after the racing don't look any more beautiful than I'm now. Not saying that I'm beautiful. Yeah, you almost played everything. Quick restart. Don't know if this will be enough. I don't think so. To drive one lap. Nope. No point in racing. I see one more sub, but don't see the name. MD, I don't know if you were the person subscribing. If so, thank you very much. Always love it to see the number increase. Well, I don't want to force you, but if you like, go on. Thanks a lot. They have a YouTube channel with daily updates. Okay, so something like that's the way I'm watching Formula 1, for example. I don't want to pay the $5-10 for each race, and I only watch the highlights. I'm kind of saving myself a bit of time as well, I believe. Nice to see you again. Nice, with you we had no contact. Here we go. Oh, saucy. Where do I find thank you? Okay. Give me clap. Maybe for my next birthday. My God, B15, why? Why? for my next birthday, I could ask my wife to get me a premium membership for F1. Or to just let me go to the Red Bull Ring, watch a race. Maybe with her, maybe with some friends. But yeah, Formula 1 is the GOAT. I know what IPTV is, but isn't that illegal? But no, honestly, I know what it is. A lot of friends have it. I was a few times at a friend's place watching a football game, and just as the game started, the connection was lost. As if too many people were trying to watch it. Dodge that contact. Yeah, like it's the connection is overloaded. Don't know how to express myself in that topic, but it did not work so seamlessly as I was expecting it to work. Having the inside, come on. Gotta go defensive. Nice overtake. Nice overtake. Yeah. You are so right, man. You are so right. Just when you think about the taxes, everything gets taxed 10 times. Formula 1 should be free for all. Yeah. Feeling some pressure. Yeah, that's why I just pay for the highest possible internet connection. Never had problems with it, honestly, that way. Yeah, I gotta say I never tried it at my home. I have a 2 gigabit download connection and 100 megabit upload. But I don't know, I might try it one day. I know I can get 1 month for free. But then again, I need the time to watch all those 5,000 channels that comes with it. That come with it, yeah. Yeah, there you have your space. Akabanasi. Won't play the early game. But Mox, if I think about it, I would then rather play for the F1 membership to be able to switch between the cameras. Like, I really like the onboard camera, and I don't know if I would enjoy the race as much if I look at from the perspective that the production team is giving me. Don't get me started about taxes. You got raped. I hope. I hope it did not hurt. But I know government is insane. They take really too much. I like what the Polish government did. I saw some news about that. For families with 2 or more kids, you are for the rest of your life. You get a exemption for the tax you pay on the income tax, right? That was a nice move from them. And then I did go ahead and tag the Croatian government to do the same. Did not get any response from them. Ooh, 4 kids. But still, nice thing, they gave it a thought, so who knows, you might get 4 kids and become a millionaire. Okay, let's give my neighbor countryman a little bump. Would be cinema, but the movie would not take too long. Come on, traffic. Let's get it moving. Please, what is this? Nowhere to go. But somebody is being too slow here. And refreshingly, I'm not the one. Yeah, Stroll doing shorts in Formula 1. I will come to the message about your dad having 4 kids. Had 2 jobs, okay. Yeah. Give back the position. It's only fair. Mox, I think you are capable of it, because there is a saying, you are not aware of what you are capable of. So maybe you just have to try. Let's give Alcaraz a push, our Spanish friend. Streaming service. I would probably very often look to onboard of probably Alonso and Aston Martin and Carlos Sainz, because Carlos Sainz is not getting shown enough on the screen. He himself was criticizing the producers for showing the girlfriends of the drivers, but his free overtakes were not shown on TV. The whole lap seems pretty much spot on. You can cut the right hand curb when coming down from the hill before the left turn. I saw that. With the G70 I can cut it, but I tried to cut it with the 4C and the car just jumped away, and after that I stayed on the track, but a good point. I will try to cut it in the next race. It gives me a much better, I believe, turning position or car placement before the next turn. Mox, I hope there will come the day when everything gets back to normal. I'm speaking about V8 engines, the grid girls, everything from the time that Schumacher was racing. Leclerc. What does the driver rating say? We gained 100 points. Still gained something. We didn't lose out on it. Wasn't the V8 a bit too, V10 a bit too high? Or, I don't know if you played Assetto Corsa on PC, but there they have the old, I don't know from what year, I believe 2004 or 2008 model, and that's the sound I like the most, just because I played it probably very often. And I believe that was the V8 engine, but I'm not sure. Could be the V10 as well. And one thing I don't get, they are always talking about. Yeah, it is a symphony, man. I only know that those current engines just sound like vacuums. When you stand near the track, it does not sound that good. Yeah, I wouldn't complain about either of those. V10, V8, V12, give us everything. But I wanted to say, I watched a documentary on how the logistics work surrounding the Formula One world, and from race to race, hundreds of trucks are driving through the world. A lot of it gets shipped by ships in containers, and you could talk about CO2. But the amount of CO2 the cars are producing is nothing compared to the trucks and the whole logistics system behind it. So I don't understand why they are pushing for those small, tiny engines. Just don't get it. MD, please fill me in. Why will it be the weirdest? I know there are some new rules coming. I know that Audi is coming, I believe. No, not Audi or Cadillac. One of those two. Or both. Not really up to date. Even electric cars got the whole building process and battery storage after use, including engines. That is correct. I watched also a documentary on how many times the battery gets shipped from A to B to C before it is assembled and put into a car. I believe it is hybrid engines with all power going to wheels with electric, but with gasoline engine. It's like the Tesla guy charging the car on a station that is powered by gas, converting it to electricity. I don't know when this is going to stop, but I hope it will be in my lifetime. Trump says it's a scam, so I believe he's not lying. This whole green energy thing. Mox, I agree. Maybe it's not even to milk the money from the poor people or even normal people, but just overall for the corporations to just milk the cow, milk the cash cow. Who do we know? Nice to see you again. Have a good race. Okay. Ooh, it's almost 1 o'clock after midnight. Alcars starting in P1. Nice for him. You raced Chile. Where is he? Yeah, he's probably grinding. I did not see his position. Philly 50, okay. Is he a like friend of yours, or you just know him from the track? Like, I'm asking if I should protect him. He's P7. Definitely quicker than I am. Mr. Rob behind us. Oh, okay. Nice livery. That Kinder. High pressure. Good day to you. How are you doing today? How is your coaching coming along? Ooh. Chile did a very spicy move. Could be due to leg as well. He jumped from one part of the track to another. Willow Springs. I don't know. Gran Turismo should do a poll on how much the drivers love or hate this track. And also give it an option to say that there is a love-hate relationship. Hi, Forza. Waving back. Developing panic right away. Dust comes up. Yeah, MD, as I said, I just don't know to whom you gotta choose the side. Like, I don't believe the guy flying off the track was thinking that it was funny for him, but it's just that you can expect everything here, or anything. Alex will give the space. He does. Inside here we come. Alcaraz went from P1 to P4. It just proves that it's one thing to set a good lap time in qualifying, but the race is a whole other story. Look at those three racing. Ooh, I hope nobody crashes into me. Okay. Smooth. Okay, thank you Alcaraz for leaving space. Very much appreciated. Very nice racing. Let's oh, sorry, man. Unintentional. I believe I don't have any fault here. Two more laps to go. I don't remember the track, but Willows is like my second home. Okay. You're lucky. The Willow is just a place I know. I will break the car by trying to cut the right part of the track. Yeah, but Mox, you gotta come out of the comfort zone. That's why I'm racing this track. To finally learn it once and for all. Funny enough, the last time we had the track with the group 3 cars, I was just about settling in, and then the week was over, and I was starting to miss the damn track. So it's all about practice, I would say. For 1 second, didn't have my eyes on the track. Yeah, MD, you got some value out of the game if you played that much. P2, what is this? How come? I did not race for it. I got it as a gift. I take it as a gift. Yeah, congrats, man, on that platinum. I don't know that I ever played a game where I got that far. I'm eager to see what the points say now. We are 14,122. Thank you. It was a good race. At the end, I got gifted 2 positions just for staying on the track, it seems, but It's something. 14 122. Mox, you know where I would get the platinum? If there was a trophy for just staring at your desktop, not knowing what to do on the PC, I would have the platinum. I would have 2 platinums. That trophy I saw in the internet. I think you can achieve it also with buying the like unexpensive cars in the game. Yeah. Los Británicos, madre mía. I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but something about the England people, as he's saying, probably. Británicos is like British, I would say. Okay, let's leave that. Mox, that pointless driving around will come in handy when you need to get your kid to sleep and it only wants to sleep while driving. I remember driving with my kid like for 100 kilometers just for him to fall asleep and stay asleep for some time. Sorry about that. Ooh. 160 in 2 years is 3 times more than I ever did to my car. That's a lot. That's really a lot. Let's try again to get some better lap time out of the track with cutting of the curb. Insane, like you were driving a truck or what? Yeah, with that I can reach the next town and drive back quite easily. Watch half a movie in the car. Just imagine how much money you could have made driving taxi for that range, or even half of it. You're not gonna hit the wall. Four to five times a year. were you always going to the sea or also into the mountains? Do you hate planes or flying itself, or do you just prefer the car? Because I have a friend that is afraid of planes, and he says wherever he goes, he's just driving, no matter how long it takes, and he's never thinking about stepping onto a plane. Oh, I just prefer the car. Spain, Italy, South France, just overall in Europe, yeah. Yeah, but oh my god. Like, especially if it's summertime, I also prefer the car, just because the driving itself is the destination. Like having the hand hanging out of the window, feeling that wind, not driving too fast, obviously, stopping here and there for a drink or to have something to eat. That makes the whole trip like not only enjoyable, but that creates the memories. Yeah, but this ghost was not that good. Okay, we saw you. You as well. Yeah, but Mox, if you think about it, maybe it starts a little bit earlier, the moment that you tell your colleagues, okay guys, see you in 2 or 3 weeks, I'm off, F yourself and goodbye. That's the moment when my holidays start. So the last second of work, I already feel relieved. Again, P14, Mox, gotta do it. I have to make up for 6 places to not ruin my race or my rating. I don't know if I'm able to do that, but boy. Let's see, maybe we will see some comedy again. Flying cars, Rally Dakar. With Paris nowhere near. Here comes the first gifted position. Hocus pocus, Ford Focus. Here we go. Ooh. It was a smooth flying off the track. Okay, next gift incoming. Next gift incoming, okay. This race is all about staying on the track. Again, one more place. Ah, going good. Steering wheel problem. I did myself. Avoiding contact. For now, I would say pretty decent race. Let's give him a push. Let's give him the space. Outside, help me with the number of the corner, because I was I was not defending. one more gifted position or reward for staying on the track. Okay. Vandenbusche is driving on its limit, it seems. We are all driving our limit. But still, somehow it stays clean. Now I gotta take P8 and stay in P8 and defend. I believe this was well done. You correct me if I'm wrong. Ah, little slip. Okay, that's. Ooh, okay. We're in the points, that is good. Let's stay on the track to collect those points. Vandenbusche is heavy contact. Let's go take the place. Let's just let's finish the lap. No way. No way. Get back on that track. No way. No way, man. This is how you ruin your own race. It could have been so nice. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. We are at 14,823. I hope you won't drop too much. Vandenbusche, very good race. Credits spent on cars, 474 million. These guys did some racing. What a silly mistake at the end. What a silly mistake. I think the next race will be the last for this evening. I have to wake up pretty early for work and then commute to the office or drive to it. Takes another 45 minutes from the morning routine. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm the P that has to work. Hi Ozzy, yeah, I'm back. Somehow I managed to get the wheel going. Bad luck, but not a bad mood from it, so we'll try again. The race went very well until the last lap, so I was also wondering how many cars are flying off the track, and I think it was just a thing of time when I will get to be the one flying off. Yeah, far from rich parents. But jokes aside, I like my work, I like my job, so having no trouble or problem waking up, going to work. Ozzy, I tried the 4Z C, sorry, did not work out as I expected it. The car feels too oversteery for me. The NSX I did not try out because often when we are on the start of the race, I see that I pretty easily catch up to the NSX and the 4C. And like the G70 is my daily driver, so I will try to do the best I can with this car. And I was able to better my lap time a little bit, not by much, but maybe 1/10. And I feel there is more time on the track. I just can't do a decent lap where like every apex will be hit just fine and everything. Mox, we will need to get you to make a new account someday or at some point. I tried to be proactive this time and wrote it in the first comment to switch the view. But after some time the comment or the comment gets too high, I think, so not visible. Oh, that was beautiful. Won't be enough for a new personal best. Tom, it's all about getting out of the comfort zone. Yeah, this is the comfort zone. See, you see me getting out. Ooh. Didn't know I could go into this part of the track. The Rally Dakar part of the track. Who do we know? Aussie, this will be probably my last race for this evening. Stay away from curbs with G70 though. I experienced it and I gotta say not all curbs are my enemy, but for the most part I try to avoid them. Like I touch them, but I do not go over them. Willow wishing us some luck. We will probably need it. Last race, lost out on 400 points. But still, kinda good managing to stay in the B ranks. And I really can't complain about the lobby. Everything so far for today was very clean. And if there were some accidents, people used to apologize to each other and overall, very good day of racing, winning of racing. Maestro Paul. Looks like he's playing on the gamepad. So gotta try to stay clear of him. Thanks, Ozzy. Trying to be the smooth operator. Okay. Maestro Paul giving us the space. Gotta say thank you. For now we have the fastest lap. Did we have some contact? It did not feel like that. There could be some more action coming from the pack in front. They are very tight together. So if we are reading the pack correctly, just staying clear of them will be the best option. think if I want a GT7, I gotta get into it. Send it. Take out as many as you can. Maybe if I were sure that I will be not one of them. Again, staying on the track is everything. No contact. Ooh, nice. I think this was a smooth overtake. Last lap incoming. Yeah, eventually, I'm not gonna win. If you're talking about me. Or did you mean Liam Lawson? Oh no. Brake the car a bit. Inside. Close until the very end. That's what it felt like. Good race. This was a very good session. Reoccurring drivers, gotta say, very sportsman-like driving. Loved it. Six positions gained. Nice. MD, I believe if the guy would go and watch the replay, he would think otherwise. because often I see the guys trying, they are starting to argue in the chat, but once you analyze your own driving, you often see your own fault, so guys probably react too quickly without thinking it through. But guys, it's 15 minutes before 2 a.m. in the morning. I gotta say thank you everybody for joining. Thank you Ozzy, thank you MD, thank you Mox for being in the chat, for making this whole race evening very fun for me. And the next time I probably will be streaming again on, if you will be online. That's today. It will be Saturday at this time. Yeah, I hope I reach a sometime. Ain't gotta be soon, but sometimes. Just so you can make a picture of it and then, or take a picture of it and then we'll frame it somewhere on the walls. First race against Tom, I was sure he pushed me in intentionally, but when I watched the replay, I saw another story from his point of view, to be honest. Was I really pushing you? Yeah, see, but now we became friends. This is how it's going. Ozzy, you didn't see it, probably. But I created some, created is the wrong word, but I set up some memes. And because of Mox being every time and all of the time in the chat, I created this for him. He has to choose if he wants to be the one in the one flying or driving. Oh, fuck. Wrong window. Thank you. No. Again. Yeah, Mox and I used to race often in the lobbies, but somehow Mox is not racing so often anymore. Didn't see you. Didn't see you for quite some time. Yeah, maybe you can share the replay somehow. Would love to see that. Although I used to also save all replays, but they are so much I gotta try to delete some of them. Don't know how much the PS can take. Thank you, Ozzy. See you again. Hope as well in your stream when you do some racing or some liveries. And yeah, gonna head to bed as well. Thank you everybody for watching, and yeah, have a good Friday. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, hope to see you probably on Saturday if I'm gonna be streaming. Don't know, maybe I put a post up on YouTube if I'm going to stream or not, but yeah, thanks a lot for being with me in the chat, and yeah, have a good night's sleep. Ozzy, have a good day. I know Australia has quite some time left, or you are already in the Friday, right? Yeah, oh, we are as well. So thanks again, guys. Take care. See you next time. Waving to you here. Cheers. Bye.